What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about Dark Hunters and some significant punch-ups in war that you can do with this team. We're going to start by talking about a couple of different Heroes for Hire counters. We punched up 100,000 plus easily. You can punch up a couple 100,000 with this teams, and we're just going to kind of break those down. We're going to talk about that. We're also going to talk about some other punch-ups that I've got footage of. I even did like a 250k punch-up against New Warriors with Shuri and Doom. Fantastic punch up. It was really easy, but yeah, we're going to kind of break down all this stuff tonight. So if you guys do find this video helpful, you do enjoy it, or find it informative, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Yeah, let's just start by talking about some stuff with Heroes for Hire. So there's going to be a collab video with Dorky Dad this weekend. He and I are going to be talking about it and kind of what we've found so far when we're finding Heroes for Hire. It's kind of a mixed bag, and the big issue is all on the positioning of Luke Cage, and this is something that is going to be, I'm sure Scopely's going to get feedback here soon. We had a call with them today, and they said that, you know, it's a little hard to get feedback right now with Dark Hunters because it's only really your whales who have the team right now, so they haven't really, it's not a populous team yet. With this Morbius event dropping tonight, as people start to unlock Morbius over the next couple of days and throughout the week, they can start to then get a little more feedback. It's probably gonna be about a month before they get like the feedback they're really looking for. But I think one thing they're really gonna find with the feedback for this team is that the positioning of Luke Cage really hurts the Heroes for Hire counter, and that's gonna be central to this collab that Dorky Dad are gonna be doing this weekend. So make sure you guys keep an eye out for that. But I want to talk a little bit more about this team and show you guys some punch-ups that I did in war testing last night while we were waiting for a war to start today. Just a couple of tests I did, and it's gonna involve both Falcon and Namor. And you know, I'm just gonna kind of walk you guys through it. And also, you know what? While I'm thinking about it, I'm just gonna show you guys what like just so you guys can see what I'm working with here. My Falcon is 1.4 Fortifier ISO. Like, tier 12, level 75, barely anything to him. I just need him to be powerful enough to survive the opening hit from Colleen. And if that happens, then he goes off and it's pretty much over. So, you know, I'm just there to make sure that he's like just surviving long enough. I could improve his Fortifier if I want to a little bit more. It's just that barrier kind of helps gear up a little bit more. So if you have a more well-geared Falcon, this should be a lot easier. And the whole point of Falcon being here is that you use his special on this first turn because there are a ton of buffs on this enemy Heroes for Hire team, and you're just gonna basically get a massive speed bar advantage. The big problem with Dark Hunters right now is that if you don't really get rid of Shang-Chi or get him ability blocked, and you can't get rid of some of these other Heroes for Hire, in that first turn, that first salvo from Dark Hunters, you're now on the ropes because now you've got the entire Heroes for Hire team ready to move, and yeah, it doesn't look good. So I'm basically flipping things here. One other thing I do want to mention here is also as well, my Morbius was at tier 15 last night. I haven't done this now that I've taken up tier 6, and I haven't done more testing on him, so we'll see how that changes things. But you can see here that he's not flipping defense up on Misty, and this is gonna be another piece of feedback I think that they're gonna have to take, is that Morbius, he's got a nice focus stat boost, but it's, unless you're running Skirmisher on him, it's very difficult to flip on Misty, so keep that in mind. I mean, it's not like my Morbius is weak either, so you know, it is what it is. But yeah, pretty much we have our opening salvo here. We're taking down some characters, we're starting to eat up some of these charges on characters with the trauma and heal block. Falcon goes here, gives that speed bar, and look at that, 75% speed bar on our team. So before the entire Heroes for Hire team moves now, before my Dark Hunters can move again, and they just, it doesn't work well. But now, my team's able to move again, so now I can use, like, the special here from Morbius, get some bleeds going on, get some offense down, or try to knock off Shang-Chi a little bit, but then I've got the health steal from Voodoo now ready to go, and I can target like Colleen or Misty with it. Low enough health on Iron Fist and Shang-Chi, not a problem. There you go. Alright, so we're almost done here, but now we've also got immunity, and this is also pretty big too, that immunity from Brother Voodoo, or Dr. Voodoo, now means that Misty Knight can't stun and ability block my characters here on her next move. So, yeah, what are you gonna do? So yeah, now they're free to move. No bleeds because of the immunity. Morbius is looking a little low, but we're gonna take care of that here in a second because Morbius is just gonna heal back so much health once he gets going here. You're gonna see it here in a minute once things get going. There we go. We still have defense down. We can't get rid of that on off of her because she's got the trauma there. So she's stuck with that defense down. Makes things a little bit easier. And there we go. We got some healing back there with Morbius. We do get drain already. There's 20% drain with Dark Hunters as it is. There you go. And now watch. Yeah, we're getting significant healing every time. You know, as you get more health on Luke Cage, if he's got the bleeds and the bonus ISO attack with Morbius, he's stealing 10% max health. It works great. So now we try to apply some bleeds. And there you go. So yeah, Morbius is significantly healing back up every time he's hitting someone with his basic. That's why I use the Striker ISO with him. Heals him back up. He's still the weakest of my characters at this time. So, you know, I kind of got to get him buffed up a little bit. The other one here that I want to talk about is going to be Namor. This one, it's pretty much the same concept. Namor reduces the enemy speed bar by 50%. That gives a big opening for your Dark Hunters where they can basically move twice in a row. Same kind of principle here. Again, if Luke Cage is not on the end, this counter probably doesn't work. You're probably not going to do big punch-ups. And this is something I think they're going to have to adjust with this team, is that bringing in Luke really hurts these Dark Hunters because I can't get disrupted on Luke at that point. And this is something where they should have done it similar to what Sabretooth does, where he has like bonus focus and he has like a guaranteed chance to apply Disrupted against hero protectors. Like, that's all he has to do. It shouldn't be on the primary target. It should just be on any hero protector that he hits, and they don't have to worry about this this chain issue. So, or the positioning issue with Luke. But yeah, it is what it is. But here we go. Reduce the speed bar on everybody. And actually, you can see that here. We actually got a little bit better, and I should have done this over here with Colleen and Luke. And I realize that right now as I'm looking at this. Yeah, I should just hit some of these other characters. Yep. Take Colleen low on health. Steal some health here. I think I actually killed Colleen. I do not. But I get real close. But yeah, now just finish her off. And now we just have Luke left. So Namor, I think, is a little bit more efficient. Maybe it's just because I have a more powerful Namor than I do Falcon. But, you know, it's kind of the same concept here. You get that speed bar advantage with both those characters, and you're good to go. So, you know, any other character that can do this, where you get, like, a huge speed boost with your team, or reduce the speed bar in the enemy team, you're gonna get the same thing here. So, you know, there's probably other characters I can't think of off the top of my head, but both those characters, both Namor and Falcon, really help with this. Perfect characters. It should help as long as Luke is on the end. This will be a much, much easier counter to Heroes for Hire than anything we've tried with Hela or Mordo. These are probably the better Heroes for Hire counters right now. But again, totally relying on that positioning with Luke. Hopefully Scopely gets that fixed at some point. Alright, so the first other punch up I'm going to show you guys is the Secret Avengers with Kestrel, Nick Fury on the team. You know, this one, you know, just for fun. Just to see what we could do with it. And, you know, Google Drive's kind of misbehaving, so I had to download this through Dropbox, so, you know, the tooltip's down here at the bottom. But, you know, this... oh, man. Yeah, this drove me crazy. There was a couple of times I had to restart the fight because of this. Yeah, it's really gonna be dependent on how strong your characters are. That Kestrel opening ultimate can really ruin your day, but I mean, you can't get closer than that in terms of health. But really at this point, now we get the drain with Morbius. He's gonna go down the line, he's gonna flip things. Well, he should, but you know, didn't chain quite the right way, but that's okay. That's all we need. This is the big thing too. Minion teams are great for Dark Hunters, especially something like Secret Avengers, because you get death proof on the enemy minions. So, you know, something like a special here with Ghost Rider, which triggers their death proof, others would kill them, but now they have bleeds, and now you get more speed bar on your team because of that passive. Then, we're just gonna kind of work our way through that's Captain Sam there. And then we are just going to blind, or we're going to use the ultimate here. I want to get rid of Sam, but now also Kestrel's gone too, which is great because she had the defense down. Elsa followed up with her ultimate and just absolutely shredded her. So yeah, just get a nice little freeze frame of that damage. Yeah, in there somewhere, I believe that the 471k or 451k crit there with Elsa just completely deleted that Kestrel. And yeah, that's it. So now, use Mordo. Use his ultimate, finish off Sam, and now we're stuck with this with the Sharon Carter over here. But now we get more minions in. So now, yeah, it was really bad luck there with the with poor Morbius getting hit by that ultimate and then just got focused down by the shield troopers real quickly. Not ideal, but we could turn this around. Get that stun on Maria, so now we don't have to worry about her cleanse. We're going to do some more damage to her, get some negative effects on her. And then now Brother Voodoo, or Dr. Voodoo is going to move. He's going to steal health. He's going to cleanse things off our team. We now got immunity. So now we can finish off Maria. And now, yeah, we turn things around there pretty quickly. But yeah, that opening ultimate from Kestrel got a little scary. Now, if we were to fight, say, the Coulson version of this, probably a little bit better, maybe. It kind of just depends. But then Dr. Voodoo is also stealing death proofs from the enemy team. There we go. And yeah, that pretty much finishes it up. So yeah, it was not the best opening, poor Morbius. And then he just got focused down by Maria and her summons. What can you do at that point? But yeah, this is the thing too. And it was really bad luck. There was a lot of bad luck on my end. Morbius, it didn't chain on the ultimate here. It chained right back to that shield operative. So, it was bad luck on that end, but at the end of the day, even with that bad luck, and this was still like a good 100k punch up on this team. So, you know what? I will take it. I will definitely take that any day of the week. So, next up, we've got a new Warriors with actually, I don't want to show this one. The one I want to show is this one. This is a approximately 230k punch up against new Warriors. We got tier 16 Dagger and Cloak and Dagger. And then we've got Doom, Shuri, and Deathpool. And really the trick here is that if Shuri uses her special and gets ability energy on Doom, you're toast because you got to get that ability block on him. Thankfully, like Dark Hunters eats Mystic, and this is just going to show just how incredible things can be with this team. Thankfully, Shuri gets defense up, and now Morbius is just going to flip that back and the defense down. So, chains his ultimate here. I think Cloak does not dodge it. But, yeah, also, we can get blind on them. I believe Cloak dodged the blind passive from, yeah, no, he resisted it. Okay, yeah. So, this is where I didn't have Skirmisher on... No, I did have Skirmisher on Morbius at this point. So, yeah, even with that, still resisted it. So, this is where more of that punch across. Again, it's all about the power of your Morbius. You can see right here, it's 103k on my Morbius, so he was still relatively weak. 4 red, 4 yellow at that point. So, he's going into a Cloak and Dagger who have like 70, 80,000 power on him. So, he is still relatively weak, but as you gear him up, as you get him more powered up, you'll find this is not going to be a problem. You will reliably get that blind on Cloak at that point. And that just means that the ultimate from Cloak completely whiffs. So, yeah, like, new Warriors, Dark Hunters destroy new Warriors, and this Doom variant with Shuri, not a problem at all, because all we're going to do is ability block Doom here with Dr. Voodoo, and you're good to go. So yeah, we're going to ability block him here. Cloak's going to hit him, but we also got bleeds piling up there on Doom. Look at that, there you go. Doom is not looking good on health, Before we pop those bleeds on him, let's see, what was the health on Doom before those bleeds ticked? I believe it was decently low. It wasn't, so those bleeds didn't do a lot of damage on him, which is a little sad, but also, those bleeds are coming from both Ghost Rider and Morbius, and again, Morbius, like, there was no bleeds for Morbius, it was just the bleeds on Ghost Rider, and even with Stryker on him at tier 14, yeah, he's still a little lacking in that damage department. If I was to take him up to 15, he would absolutely slap. And maybe that's part of the rework with him too, where tier 15 is really where that rework shines, which sucks, because I don't have the Mystic gear aside to really do that at this point. But yeah, we're gonna basically, I don't know Yeah, we stun. That's what we did. We stun Cloak there because we didn't have the blind on him. We don't need him using his ultimate. That would not be good. Blinds on Dagger, so we don't have to worry about that. There we go. Finished off Doom. Now we're gonna finish off Cloak. And now we got the Health Steal. Low enough health there. And remember, the Health Steal with Dr. Voodoo will ignore Death Proof. Finish off Shuri. Get another stun here. In case you're wondering what the heck's going on, every time you defeat a Mystic character, Mordo is feeding ability energy to this team. So you're going to see it here. We're going to start killing off the new warriors, and you're just going to see that ability energy funnel right back into characters here. There you go. So Doom's gone. Ability energy feeds into both Mordo and Ghost Rider. Finish off Cloak. Ability energy to both of them again. And then once more, ability energy to Mordo. So now you have 2 rounds of stun and blind with Mordo here. Mordo really is the catalyst for finding these Mystic teams, because every time you defeat a Mystic enemy, he feeds ability energy into your team, and it's beautiful. Plus, he got the stat buff anyways. He's supernatural, so he gets the speed bar boost as well. But yeah, man, like, some really impressive punch-ups. We're going to do a little more exploration. I'm going to see how far up I can punch with Dark Hunters and, like, Namor on a Heroes for Hire team. I probably will have to gear up Namor a little bit more at that point. But I do want to see what we can do with that here in the future. But let me know what you guys think down below. Is there anything else you guys want me to try doing, like, big punch-ups against with this team? Let me know. But as always, if you guys have enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button, share, and subscribe. I will see you guys next time.